So for your penguin's body, you want to take some black fondant, roll it into a ball, and then push around the edges to create a cone shape, and then roll another ball with black fondant and stick it on top with some water. I've rolled out some very thin white fondant, and I'm just going to cut out an oval shape. Make sure all your edges are really nice and smooth. You don't want any jagged edges, and then just stick it on with some water, and this is going to be his belly. And you can create the same look with his face. So we're just going to cut out a small oval, smooth it out, and then stick that on as well. And you just want to push that into his face and make sure that it's all stuck down properly. For his beak, roll out a little bit of yellow fondant. And once it's into a ball shape, I'm just going to pinch the one end and squish that together just to create the beak shape. Stick that on with some water, and then you can always reshape it a bit once it's on your penguin. For his arms, again, a ball shape. You want to push down with your finger to create a disc, and then you're really just pulling the disc out. So pushing and pulling with your fingers on the piece of fondant, and that's going to create the wing shape. When you're sticking them on, you have the option to have his wings a little bit more down or pointing a little bit more straight out, depending what you want your penguin doing. Once you have both wings on, you can create the feet, and I've just pushed a yellow ball of fondant into a disc shape, and then I'm just cutting 2 little slits for his toes. Make 2 of these and then just stick them right on. I'm going to use a black edible marker for his eyes. Now, to create the scene that we're going to be doing, I'm going to roll out some thick white fondant and cut out a disc. And then I'm going to pull in with my fingers while pushing in at the same time. And this is going to be for the snow angel, for his arms and legs to be flapping around in the snow. And you can just stick that right on with some water. So I did my arm sticking out a little bit so that way he's making a snow angel. And then I've already baked my cupcake, and I'm just going to use a large star tip and pipe on my icing, and then stick on my little snow angel making penguin. And then I've made another scene kind of going on with my penguin of a standing up penguin with a bunch of snowballs ready for a snowball fight. And then I've made another one as well, just with some large white balls of fondant and a little carrot, so that way he's making a snowman. So I've made 3 different scenes using the same penguin.
So you got a penguin throwing snowballs, a penguin making a little snowman, and then another one making a little snow angel. He's so cute. And you know what? You take the one design for the penguin and make whatever you want with a little, Christmas theme scene kind of going on. I hope you really like them and try them out. If you do, don't forget to post pictures on my Facebook page so that way I can see what you guys are up to, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my Christmas videos.